Okay, folks, give it a time again, time and date. Okay, couple of hours on from earlier on the 2nd of December 2020. You can see it's new positions in the sky, top locations of my window. Okay, and there's the moon. Is it the moon? Okay. Okay, I'm lying down. I'm trying to. This is going to make this very quick. So you can see the one at the bottom. It's just appeared. Okay, I'm going to make this very quick. I've had a rough couple of weeks, folks. I had the lurgy. And then get this back. As you can see, which the cough didn't go for ages, weeks. And then I've not slept properly for about a week and a half, literally 2 hours at a time. Stuff being a woman, so I'm absolutely knackered. So I'm not going to go into this too long, even though I want to expand on it. Okay, and I will expand on it. People who know this. Okay, so I'm going to get my family to confirm a few details, to confirm this information. Okay, hi family. Okay, the parasitic beings have controlled society to feed off the pain and misery of humans and other species on Earth. Have the parasitic entities, powers that be, that run Earth, created it to control and create pain for humans and other species on Earth. Okay, have they done this using humans, in inverted commas, in high places? So royal families, prime ministers, MPs, the elite. Have they used famous people, so to speak, to control the vast majority of people on Earth? Have they used those people to control the rest of us? Now the elite, the sort of top 1%, they hate humanity, they hate Earth, they hate all to do with humanity and to do with the Creator, God. Don't keep changing like that first, don't know. Yes or no. We'll just carry on, eh? Okay. Famous people. I'm talking in the UK now. Okay. Have been put in place as the way our media is run at the moment. That famous people and the MPs and the people in the know see ordinary people as plebs, as nothings, as worthless eaters, if you'd like. That's a saying that's going around. They see us as worthless. I mean, us human beings, the rest of the 97% of us on Earth. Okay, do they despise us? and that's always been the case, but it's been built up to that over the years with the technology, with the internet, and we're so bombarded with famous, with the media type, that it's in our face. We can't escape it 24/7. Okay, this thing in the UK got for gaslighting. It's a perfect example. I'm going to give you this as an example. They've named the term gaslighting as the word of the year in the UK. Okay, and gaslighting is a psychological control and a psychological manipulation of others. This is what's been happening to humanity over time, and it just happens every fucking day. Every day you put on the news, the people. Okay, was that going to start ranting there? Okay. Everything that you think, everything that you feel, if they can control it, they have done and they will do. And it's strange because they need our emotions, like I said right at the beginning of this, to feed off. They need our reaction to feed off. They need our fear, they need our anxiety, they need our excitement, they need us to feel sad for them when one of these fuckers cries on the TV shows. They need us to react to that twat crying. I don't know who it could be. It could be fucking loads of them. Okay, in the UK, everybody you see that's made it to be on a TV show, whether it's a comedian, whether it's an actor, a musician, whatever, they have to be part of this system now. I think previously, 50 years ago, maybe they actually were in the music business, were in the acting business, and them slowly sort of like dragged in. They didn't know until they were famous. Now I think everybody, literally everybody, has to be part of this system or knows about this system is in place. And even the nice ones, think of the general public with disgust. Is that so, family? And with contempt. They might smile at you, they may think they're doing you a favour. They put people up so you can champion them, and these champions are taking a fucking piss. There's one champion, and you'll know it is if you've caught it in the paper, and I don't even read the paper, which is the thing, it's the headlines, and it was saying about politicians being trustworthy, and he's not trustworthy himself, and it's all a big gaslight, and it's all a big piss take at the general public, because we think he's a hero, and has been put up to be that, to be the champion of the little people. Is that so? Family, I'm going on. Okay. I've said previously, and I'm continuing to say this isn't a black and white situation. This isn't a race thing. In my situation, every black person except for one, except for Mr. Matty Hayes, and at the Jamaican, I think, centre in Winston Green, every black person that I've gone to regarding the targeting, the stalking, and the race hate and the fucking snuff fantasies, have been working for the system. Every one of them. Okay, even though their titles has been sort of a race advisor, a race advocate, a supporter of a champion of sort of race relations. Desmond Jaju is one of them. And if you live in the Birmingham area and you know. And it's not just me, it's to other people within the community, other people that have had families that have been murdered by the police, and he's acted like their advisor while he's been working for the police. Is that correct? Family. because it's part of the system, and you've got to realise how much contempt these people have for you. There's a black person, a Rasta, that's been coming, and people are going to knock me for this because you're not going to believe it. There's people that are going to know, like I say, are going to know and know. There's people not going to believe it because it's just too much for them to take in. There's a Rasta. I remember what I said about Haile Selassie. So she would have bigged up on the fact that, yeah, there's a black woman, she's seen you. I don't know if she would have said because she's part of the system, but you know what I mean? The Rastafarian community would have said she's part of that community. She's also a domestic violence advocate, apparently, for black women in London. And there's a big thing a couple of days ago, somebody asking her where she's from, and somebody that questioning her reply and go, no, where are you from? That was all a setup. She's part of the system. So much to say about that subject and other subjects regarding black people in the media, and we think, and they make themselves out to be an advocate for a black person, an advocate for the black community, and they're not. So I want to get this across to people. This isn't a race thing. If you see them, especially in the UK is a very corrupt country, it is. If you want to admit it or not, it's up to you. Read your history books. If they appear in the paper, on the TV, they are part of the system. And like I kept saying in the beginning, the first year, everything is being done to get your energy, to make you react in a certain way, to feed off your energy. I want to say a lot more to this, but I know even already people are going to be, oh, up in arms, oh no. If you ever meet me in real life, I'll tell you who the comedians are. I'll tell you who the Jamaican comedians are, full of shit. I will tell you who, there's a comedian, in fact I'm going to name him and get my family to confirm it, that while I was ill with a lurgy, he said, yeah, I bet I can control it, let me get into it, I bet I can control her. Was that said, family? Was that said? And I will name him, and if I tell you what that comedian is, we've grown up with him. If you're 50s year oldish, we have grown up with him. He likes to think he's one of the youths, one of the street, you know what I mean? Part of it, I don't know what they do. Yeah. Is it a street gang thing? I don't know. For the 50-year-olds, I don't know. Okay, so it's not about a race, it's not about a white people versus black, it's literally, and I keep saying this, it's the working class, it's the ordinary people, it's the everyday people around the world, the 96%, the 97%, whatever percentage it is, that are despised, and we're controlled by such a small select few of these fuckwits. That if you just stop to give your energy to them, stop fearing them, to be done. Okay, our families here, you see this, whatever this is, whatever you think it is, you see this happening. You see me speaking to entities that are out of this world. But you don't realise just how much contempt that the famous people, that the media, that the newspapers, that the royal families, that fucking MPs have for you. And like I say, in the UK, gaslighting, just look it up. Even in America, look it up what gaslighting is. That's their word, apparently, of the year. And this is what they do to the general public. This is what they're going to do to the general public. I'm going to end on this. I read in a report somewhere that the TV people, I don't know if it's a TV channel or TV networks or TV bosses, something, are going to start making programmes for the working class and the underclass people, because they don't believe that what's been shown on the TV is being aimed at them. They believe that whatever we watch on TV is too intellectual for us to understand. So they're going to start making dramas, start making TV shows that are tuning in, apparently, to our intellect. Do you know how fucking dumbing down that is? And they know that what's going to happen, I'll keep saying this, sorry people, sorry, I'm going on. Is that true, family? Look it up. Go dig it out in your Google. Google it. Is that true, family? Yeah, yeah, hey. Okay. They know, the royal families, the media types, the famous, that the people who are going to have contact with I was going to say intellectual higher beings, true, who can have contact with the curators, their gods, whatever they term they use, are going to be the working class. It's going to be the underclass. It's going to be the 96, 97% of us. Can you see why they hate us and why they still have to pretend to like us? Still have to pretend to be like the general public. I keep saying the last thing I'm going to say. I specifically said to go on to the next thing regarding Jimmy Savile and look at why the royal family was fascinated by him. They was fascinated by him because he could mix with the public. And how could he mix with the public? And it was amazing. And when it was Prince Charles, as it was then, that was saying this. So the reason why he became such well known and why he could constantly what he was up to is because he could somehow mix with the public. He never mixed with me. I was a child and I knew he was a dodgy fucker then, but there you go. Kids know this. But apparently he could surpass all that, his weirdness, and be at one with the public. Okay, I'm going now. This might be hard hitting. Believe it if you're not. Believe it or not. That's the words I was going to use. Okay. And remember that the race thing is, and even the gender thing, and even the class thing was put in place to create a divide, to create an us and them. The class thing especially, so the middle classes and the upper classes can feel superior to us, the lower classes, and keep that system in place. They are more concerned with looking after the welfare of people or entities like that. They're not people, they're not heart-based. Than for us, we are heart-based. We can see right through them. This is what's happening now with the dumbing down, apparently, of our TV programmes in the UK, is to stop us connecting. Okay? I hope that made sense. I know it's been a while and I've ranted, but I hope it makes sense. Thank you, family. Thank you. Teal, that's colour. I don't know what colour I said previously, but it was teal, wasn't it? It's that colour now. It's beautiful. Teal. Anyway, going now. Thank you, family.